Mother's Day is here again, a time to celebrate and encourage women all over the world. Most women today are overwhelmed with different aspects of life to the extent that they fear to fail. What they however forget is that failure is part of winning. Proverbs 24:16 says, "For though the righteous fall 7 times, they rise again." In this exciting message series by Kakra entitled, "Let's Do It Again," every woman will be empowered to pick up the pieces and start all over again. Grab a copy for that special woman in your life today. You can order this message series through the following means. Place your order on Facebook by posting "Order Let's Do It Again" at the comment section or message window.
This message is brought to you by the friends and partners of Kakra. Welcome to Air Power with Kakra, teaching the nations with signs and wonders. Kakra is the senior pastor of the Morning Star Cathedral, Lighthouse Chapel International, Accra, Ghana. Now, today's message.
Welcome. Kakra has been sharing an exciting series titled Vision. He began an exposition on spiritual vision. Today, he shows one primary way we can receive spiritual vision. Let's join in.
I've been sharing on vision. Proverbs chapter 29 verse 18 is our scripture. I'll start from there. It says, "Where there is no vision, the people perish. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he." And I said, vision means to see. And it says that whatever you are doing may not be working because you have not been seeing. So what it means is that success is based on what you see. So sometimes what you are doing is failing because you are not seeing the right things. Now, vision, what you see, it comes on 3 levels. Last week I said it. The first one is natural vision, what you see with your eye. Number 2, I spoke about mental vision. Ecclesiastes chapter 2 verse 14 says, "The wise man's eyes are in his head." When you read, it sends images to your brain, not only to your brain, but to your spirit. That's what makes reading critical. Number 3, today I want to talk about spiritual vision. You know, the human spirit has eyes. In the story of Lazarus and the rich man, the Bible says in Luke 16:19, there was a certain rich man which was clothed in purple and fine linen and fed sumptuously every day. There was a certain beggar named Lazarus, which was daily laid at his gate full of sores, desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. Moreover, the dogs came and licked his sores. 22, it came to pass the beggar died. The rich man also died and was buried. And in hell, he lifted up his eyes. What eye is this? Because his body was rotting in the cemetery, 6 feet down, but he was seen. It was a spirit. Your spirit has eyes. The fact that you can see naturally does not mean you can see spiritually. You can have spiritual sight. You can have natural sight and be spiritually blind. There are many blind spiritual people. There was a church, the church of Laodicea. In Revelation chapter 3 verse 17, this is how God described them. "Thou sayest, I am rich and increase with goods and have need of nothing. And knowest not that thou art wretched, miserable, poor, blind, and naked." This was a rich church. Wealthy church with multi-millionaires. They have everything. But God described them as wretched, miserable, and poor. And it's true. You can be rich and miserable. But they didn't even know that they were miserable. Why? Because they were blind. This was God's suggestion in verse 18. "Anoint your eyes with eye salve, that you may see." Do you know what I find frightening about this verse? A whole group of people can be blind and not know it. But after this sermon, every blind person spiritually will begin to see. Elisha the prophet, he prayed for his servant. In 2 Kings 6:17, he said, "Lord, open his eyes And the Lord opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw. And behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha. Because Elisha said to him, they that be with us are more than they that be with them. Why? He was seeing angels, chariots that people couldn't see. May you see God in the midst of problems. It's a good place to clap. Spiritual side.
Thanks for joining us. Today we learned that it is important to have both natural and spiritual vision. Join us same time tomorrow for the continuation of this message. Before we leave, here's a praise report to boost your faith in the Lord. Received a better job offer. Dear Kakra, I asked you to pray for me concerning a job I was applying for at the time. You replied that you had prayed for me. To God be the glory, the organization called to discuss with me a new position they thought best suited me. Now, I am the operations coordinator in this noble organization. I give God all the praise.
Thanks for your time. You can contact us, seek counseling, ask for prayer, order today's full-length message, or order books through the following means. Call us or message us on WhatsApp to +233 55 700 9010. Send an email to info@kakrabaden.org. You can also make a regular call or send a text to +233 20 7575 215. Our office hours are 10 a.m. to 1600 hours GMT. Finally, write to us, share your testimony and how this broadcast has been a blessing to you.